Okay, so hello, my name is Matthew DeCusin. I grew up in New Jersey.
I'm Hope. I'm Filipino American.
I'm Alexis Tong. My dad is from the Philippines in Bacolod City, Negros Occidental. And my mom is Spanish, but she was born and raised in the same area as my dad, so Bacolod City, Philippines.
My mom is from El Salvador, and my dad is from the Philippines, so I'm half Filipino and half Salvador.
Both of my parents are Filipino, but they were born in the United States. My grandparents were the ones that came to America, so they're from the Philippines. For the most part, I'm pretty comfortable with my identity. I think my parents had a lot to do with that. They were always very be proud to be Filipino.
Personally, I feel very strong about especially my Filipino identity. Both of my parents immigrated here in the States in the 90s, so they were 25, 26. So a lot of, their culture definitely passed on to me. And then I grew up in Los Angeles, so lots of Filipinos and Hispanics as well. So I've always felt very close to my identity.
I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood, so I guess I didn't really fit in with the people around me, so I try to shy away from my true identity of being Filipino or being Hispanic. That was a time when I wasn't proud of who I was.
In high school, my friends, I think they wanted to be more East Asian. They would say that Chinese people were prettier, or they wanted to be lighter, and so that made me feel kind of bad.
Coming to NYU especially, I met so many more Filipinos. I've never met that many Filipinos in my life. It made me proud to be who I was. It made me proud to be Filipino, because I can share my identity, I express my identity with people who also share the same identity with me. Yeah. Now it's something I'm really proud of. I embrace it. I want to let everyone know it. I regret hiding it back in when I lived in New Jersey, because it's really part of who I am.
My neighborhood back home was mostly working class, Black, Mexican, Filipino, and Vietnamese people with some white people. Then coming here, it's everyone, and I'm used to people knowing by looking at me what kind of culture I come from, but here I think there's a lot more guessing and not knowing.
I think in California it's definitely a different dynamic than here in New York. New York is very diverse, and it's very it's been very interesting for me to go around Washington Heights and just see different sections as well.
I think I do, mostly because with all those surveys that usually come with either standardized testing or government things, you have to fill in Asian. And then also I think my parents just they always valued what they consider Asian values too, and so I think that was drilled into me too.
I identify with Asian American more than I do Asian, because I grew up, raised in America.
Here I identify mostly with Asian American because it's the most relevant, but then growing up it was always very Filipino American. There were so many Filipinos around. But I do think that I'm very American too.
I feel personally I identify as Filipino and Hispanic American more than anything, but definitely I consider myself to be Asian, yes. I think Filipinos pursuing the arts and the creative aspects are very underrepresented, because I think a lot of the times we're kind of put down for pursuing anything relating to that. I definitely Filipino writers, Filipino poets, singers, actors, all of that.
Once I've come to NYU, I felt there's so many things in the Filipino culture that I've missed out on. Coming to NYU, it's helped me learn more about it, and I want to learn more about it, and I'm excited to learn more about it.